Why, hello there, darling. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to frighten you. I'm afraid I happen to make a bad habit of sneaking up on people. You know, light feet, long strides. What's a girl like yourself doing alone out here? So terribly close to midnight. Lost. You're lost. Oh no. Poor thing. Well, how very fortunate that I was the one to find you. I know these grounds very well myself. So if I may, allow me the opportunity to assist you. Yes, you're in my domain, actually. So technically, you're trespassing. As a matter of fact, don't fret. I don't mind. I'm sure it was only an honest mistake by a lost, scared little girl trying to find her way home. Let me ask you something. You see those towers over there? Yes, those are the ones. Those majestic and grey ones spiralling upwards into the clouds behind me. Those thick walls of stone bristling with thorny ivy. The truth being known, that is my home, and you are on the outskirts of my castle. You seem skeptical. What's the matter? You never met a man who lived in a castle before? You don't think I would lie to you, do you? Yes. Do I look like a dishonest person? Oh, it's the truth, I promise. This castle has been my home for so many years. I blush to even name the number. Suffice it to say, I've resided here for a very, very long time. It's likewise been a very, very long time indeed since I last entertained a guest. Oh, well, how very kind of you to say. You're quite the little charmer, aren't you? I can already tell we're going to get along famously. I have been told before that I look quite a bit younger than my years. Perhaps the soft moonlight is merely being generous with my features. Or perhaps it's true what they say. Young women mistake real beauty for youth. You suppose that's true? Of course. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know anything, do you? You don't know where you are. You don't know on whose lonely grounds you've inadvertently tread. You don't even know the name of the man who's about to bring you into his palace. But we can't know everything, and so my name is Count Cresswell, but you can call me the Count. So tell me, and what might I call you, my lost little lamb? Ah, a lovely name. Well, a pleasure to make your acquaintance, even if it had to be under such unusual circumstances. I often find the most intimate connections are made by happenstance. Chance meetings in the dead of night. Rather like the one we're having right now, wouldn't you agree? A shame they're so infrequent. As I said, though, it's been quite a few moons since I last heard someone stumble into my hunting grounds. Well, yes, this courtyard is my hunting ground. In my younger days, my friends and I would fritter away half the nights of spring and summer here. My old companions so loved the thrill of the hunt when they were alive. Death, sadly, has dulled their taste for chasing prey. Mine, however, remains quite undiminished. Oh, we hunted all sorts of beasts, pheasants, foxes, rabbits, even on occasion that most crafty prey animal of all. Man. Oh, how many men we hunted on these grounds. Dozens. So long ago, but their heavy footfalls, those haggard breaths, the rank scent of fear in the midnight air, those memories are as crisp and savoury in my mind as though they were made only yesterday. Oh, are you frightened? Don't think. I didn't see you step backwards just now. What's wrong? No, don't bother speaking, you're stammering. It's quite cute, but also quite unnecessary. But I know just what's happening. Something deep within you knows instinctively that I'm telling the truth. In fact, something about me you can't quite put your finger on, and it's got the hairs on your neck standing up. And those goosebumps I see prickling up your arm since you saw me, hasn't it? This old man all alone here in the dark, as you slowly melting into a messy bundle of nerves. It's all right. Here, let me make this easier for the both of us. No, don't struggle now. I have you. You're not getting free, I assure you. Let me wrap my arms around you and draw you into my body. You like that? What's the matter, darling? You one of those girls who doesn't like to be embraced? You shy? Come now. I only wish to give you a big hug, so come here. You don't want me to? A pity, I'm afraid, or have to insist. Is that supposed to scare me? Don't embarrass yourself, darling. What those silly little words of yours? Just give in. Let me envelope you in the thick folds of my cloak. It's real bearskin, yes. Here, feel it with your fingers. If you can in this position. I foaled the fine specimen from whose pelt it was fashioned myself, years ago, deep in the forests far beyond these grounds. Such a majestic creature it was, so massive and rear-eyed, yet also so helplessly mortal underneath it all. You don't truly believe a man who's slain those sorts of beasts is afraid of a shivering little girl in tears. Fine. I see I'm dealing with quite a stubborn girl. You can struggle all you like. I'm almost starting to enjoy it. Your little warming and wriggling is so adorable. Those little, indignant, breathless shouts of yours, squirming in my arms, are not unamusing. If only because I can see now how flustered you're getting at finding yourself to be so much weaker than I. It's more than a touch humiliating, isn't it? Being effortlessly overpowered by an unarmed older man. Yes, that's all right. Try to duck down to your best abilities. You won't slip through my velvet-gloved fingers so easily. Maybe it would put you more at ease if we laid down anyway. This dewy grass is soft enough to be comfortable for the both of us. Don't fight it. It's hopeless. You know it. From the moment you stepped into my lair, you were inexorably, inescapably, my You really didn't know it now, did you? Poor little girl. This doesn't have to be difficult if you don't want it to be. Here, let me lower you down. Let my arms encircle you and my legs pin yours down. Let me slip a glove off and allow this soft pale hand to cup your little face. Your cheek is so awfully warm. I love it. Scream all you like. No one can hear you. Nor would they have any courage nor strength to save you. But we don't need anyone else to intrude on this special moment we're sharing. Now do we? Oh, such soft hair. I hope you don't mind me petting it. No, don't lie to me, darling. I know you like it when I pet your head. I heard that. So shall I reward you with another? If I do, I hope you'll be a good girl for me and stop struggling so much. Make this easier for the two of us. Oh, there's that wine again. You do like it. Of course you do. You can't explain it any more than you could explain your wordless fear at the sight of me earlier. But I see in your eyes such a strange kind of petrified contentment. Maybe even on the verge of enjoyment. No, do. It's dawning in your eyes. Sure, you're thrashing, but I can feel those wails, and please for me to release you getting less convincing by the second. Those spasms and shakes getting weaker and weaker, and more half-hearted. Don't worry, it's normal. My kind can be very enticing to humans. It's quite common that girls like you come to enjoy our embrace, being the subject of our affection even in the throes of being hunted by us. Of course, I'm not human, darling. Come now, have you ever met an ordinary man with a pair of fangs like these? Oh, they make your heart quiver when I bear them, don't they? So long and white, immaculate, sharp. I adore that little flash of fear in your wet, nervous eyes. But I can see they excite you as well. I know precisely what you're thinking. Come now, you've figured out what I am by now, haven't you? And you're wondering what it would feel like if these fangs of mine found their way into your pretty little neck, and I just... Don't worry, tempting as it would be, I'm not going to feed on you. Yet. It's been so long since I've had a human stumble into my web, the spider can sheathe his pincers for the time being and play with his food a little bit more. There's something about your demeanor I'm growing to find quite amusing. That anxious mewling, those frightened puppy eyes. So I think, take my time with you. No struggling. Calm yourself. See how quickly you've begun to obey. You might be suited for more than just a meal. You might be a candidate for more. Yes, so take my time with you, indeed. And was human as well once, you know. Long ago. Just a small, inconsequential boy running around in this big, bustling world. In many ways, not so very different from you, but Then something happened. Something absolutely wicked. And when it was over, I became what I am now. My skin paled, my teeth grew into fangs, my lips took on this cold, grey tone, but your eyes are locked on. And I know you'd think I didn't notice your eyes flitting down to my mouth, did you? Don't be shy, I'm flattered. If you wanted a taste, all you needed to do was ask. How long it's been since I felt the trembling lips of a human against my own. That was excellent. You can see in your eyes, despite your shock, you are no less satisfied, are you? If you've heard anything about the legends, you know we're hungry creatures, aren't we? And we can't stop at just one bite. Much as I hate to part from you, I fear we're burning moonlight. So we'll retire. To the castle now, of course, silly, where else? I'll find a room for you. Perhaps you'd prefer to share my bed. Another little treat I might reward you with, if you're a good girl. As I said, this need not be only fulfilling for me. I have so many plans unfurling in my mind for you, my little pet. You might just be the one I've been looking for. Time will tell. Now, one last kiss. All right, on your feet. You're under my spell now, aren't you? I can see it in your eyes. Even as part of you wants so desperately to run. You can't help it. Come now, obey. Good girl. Next time you must respond to me with yes, sir. No, I haven't decided how I'd prefer you to address me when you're serving me, and you will be serving me so very much in the coming days. We have time to sort that out. Now take my hand. Come with me. Oh, you should have asked the townsfolk why they did take such care not to wander up here by mistake as you did, especially at night. Perhaps you did ask, and when they told you the story of the dreadful vampire who wears the guise of an innocent young man dwelling in this very castle, you didn't listen now, did you? I bet you even chuckled to yourself later. What a ridiculous fable, nothing more than a lie to scare school children. I don't believe in campfire tales, stories of vampires stalking innocent girls and kidnapping them in the darkness of night. Well, my darling, although too late, my advice to you is you'd better start believing those tales, because you're in one.